Alexa, add big hairy monkey testicles to my shopping list.
I've put big hairy monkey testicles on your shopping list.
Alexa, give me quotes from Isaac Asimov.
The quotes of Isaac Asimov include part of the inhumanity of the computer is that, once it is competently programmed and working smoothly, it is completely honest, life is pleasant, death is peaceful. It's the transition that's troublesome. Writing, to me, is simply thinking through my fingers. When I read about the way in which library funds are being cut and cut, I can only think that American society has found one more way to destroy itself. And violence is the last refuge of the incompetent. To see more, check out the Echo app.
Alexa, what is Scientology?
Scientology is a body of beliefs and related practices created by American science fiction author L. Ron Hubbard, who lived from 1911 until 1986.
Alexa, how many days are in 564,000 years?
564,000 years is 206 million days.
Okay. Alexa, how many hours are in 546,444.2 days?
546,444.2 days is 13,115,000 hours.
Alexa, how many seconds are in 5,546,444 billion hours?
5,546,444 billion hours is 19,6,966,524,288 seconds.
Alexa, tell me quotes about movies.
When you make a film, you usually make a film about an idea. Sidney Pollack. I think cinema, movies, and magic have always been closely associated. The very earliest people who made film were magicians. Francis Ford Coppola. I never enjoyed working in a film. Marlene Dietrich. I make movies I want to see. Neil LaBute. A film is never really good unless the camera is an eye in the head of a poet. Orson Welles. Every great film should seem new every time you see it. Roger Ebert. Most of us do not consciously look at movies. Roger Ebert. A widescreen just makes a bad film twice as bad. Samuel Goldwyn. Every single art form is involved in film. In a way, Sidney Pollack. Even if I set out to make a film about a fillet of soul, it would be about me. Federico Fellini. The movies we love and admire are to some extent a function of who we are when we see them. Mary Schmidt. And in movies you must be a gambler. To produce films is to gamble. Douglas Sirk. Citizen Kane is perhaps the one American talking picture that seems as fresh now as the day it opened. It may seem even fresher. Pauline Kael. Movies are a complicated collision of literature, theater, music and all the visual arts. Yahoo Serious. Nobody makes movies bad on purpose. Roland Emmerich. Shoot a few scenes out of focus. I want to win the Foreign Film Award. Billy Wilder. Movies are something people see all over the world because there is a certain need for it. Wim Wenders. A good film is when the price of the dinner, the theater admission and the babysitter are worth it. Alfred Hitchcock. Everything makes me nervous, except making films. Elizabeth Taylor. The movies are the only business where you can go out front and applaud yourself. Will Rogers. Movies can and do have tremendous influence in shaping young lives in the realm of entertainment towards the ideals and objectives of normal adulthood. Walt Disney. Movies are like an expensive form of therapy for me. Tim Burton. Adding sound to movies would be like putting lipstick on the Venus de Milo. Mary Pickford. Film spectators are quiet vampires. Jim Morrison. Cinema is the most beautiful fraud in the world. Jean-Luc Godard. The story should have a beginning, a middle, and an end. But not necessarily in that order. Jean-Luc Godard. A film is a petrified fountain of thought. Jean Cocteau. Film lovers are sick people. Francois Truffaut. This film cost $31 million. With that kind of money I could have invaded some country. Clint Eastwood. The length of a film should be directly related to the endurance of the human bladder. Alfred Hitchcock. In films murders are always very clean. I show how difficult it is and what a messy thing it is to kill a man. Alfred Hitchcock. In feature films the director is God. In documentary films God is the director. Alfred Hitchcock. And a lot of movies are about life. Mine are like a slice of cake. Alfred Hitchcock.